On the 2nd of July, we started our journey across Europe. First stop, Germany. Today is the 2nd of July and we're starting our bikepacking trip. We made it to Germany. The first day was quite rough. We had a strong headwind and our bodies needed to adjust. When we arrived in Germany, at the end of the day, we were tired. So we pitched our tent, got ready and went to bed early. Day 2 was a beautiful day. Blue skies, no strong headwind, but we were still tired. Tired of the day before. The first 50 kilometers are done. Today is day 3. Today is a lot more climbing. Day 3 was definitely the toughest day so far. Everything was still sore from the day before, our bodies didn't adjust yet. Day 3 was really about getting comfortable, being uncomfortable. Everything hurt. We've been biking for 2.5 hours now and didn't even reach 50 kilometers. After 3 days, we already cycled 417 kilometers, being about 117 kilometers ahead of schedule. We have one problem with the tendon of the knee, but I think if I warm up properly, it will be alright. We camped again and I started doing some isometric warm-ups in the morning. This really helped my knee and the other pains also disappeared. Day 4 was also the first day, which felt really nice. Exactly what I witnessed before on the Tour de Mont Blanc. After 3 days your body adjusts and it just goes easier.
Don't wanna play games out with the moves, don't wanna meditate, girl, with you it's hard. Fill in the blanks, text me back, throw me a kiss instead of them tricks. Don't make it hard.
Today is day 4 and we just drove 82 kilometers, which means we now passed the 500 kilometer mark. We have been cycling for 94 kilometers now and I would say today feels like the easiest kilometers. Exactly what I was hoping for. Third day was the toughest, now the fourth day is getting easier. After 100 kilometers, this is the final climb. And then we reached day 5, the easiest day so far. day 5. Today has been a really fast day so far. We've been on the bike for 1 hour and 45 minutes and we're almost at 50 kilometers. After 100 kilometers we made it to Bamberg. After 160 kilometers we're almost at Furt. So day 5 we made our biggest day so far, 163 kilometers. And the day after we took a rest day. After this well-deserved rest day, where we felt that we were way more tired than we expected, day 6 started. So today is day 6. Yesterday we had a rest day, and this morning we had to leave the city and I fell twice, which made me buy a new saddle because it broke. So I hope I don't get saddle pain now. So day 6 wasn't that much fun. Today's a fast day, it's only 12 o'clock and we already rode 70 kilometers. Our average pace is 25 kilometers an hour. Day 7, a full week of cycling. Today is day 7 and today we're trying to reach Austria. About 20 kilometers of the border with Austria, day 7, and we can instantly see real mountains. And these mountains were impressive and also a little bit scary. How much would these mountains slow us down? And day 8 was another great day of cycling. After 50 minutes we reached Austria. On the 8th day of cycling we reached Austria. Today we also started climbing for real, but everything went well. The bikes were great, the legs were great, it just slowed us down a little bit. We really enjoyed the climbing and descending as well. It gave us a new dimension. Life is simple on the bike. You only have to think about when you're gonna eat, where you're gonna sleep, and how far you're gonna cycle that day. Day 8 was a shorter day. We only cycled for 111 kilometers, because then we could stop just before a big climb. Alright, so this is our first night in Austria and it's really colder than we expected. Now we are pitching the tent. Marta's still wearing his helmet. Just trying to be warm, so we are pitching it really fast. Today is day 9, our first morning in Austria, and this is a part of the first kilometers. We are surrounded by mountains, even with snow on top. I mean, look at this valley. Day 9, the full day in Austria. Day 9 was a beautiful day. Mountains surrounding us, cycling on beautiful routes, easy traffic, nice climbs, nice descents, just a lovely day. We're about to climb the Pirn Pass, which is a 7 kilometer long climb. This will be the highest climb we've done so far. I think I'm now climbing for 10 minutes. So far the steepest part was I think 7 or 8%. First pass with the bike. We climbed 300 meters with a maximum steepness of 10.3% and we are now at 950 meters above sea level. At the end of day 9, which was our most beautiful day so far for sure, we reached the campsite where we spent 2 nights, so we took a rest day. After a few days of isometric warm-ups for my knee, this problem was almost completely solved. Especially when I shifted down a little bit, I had no problems anymore. If you're gonna push your limits, you know sometimes you're just gonna touch those limits for a little bit. Also on day 9. At the end of the day, I felt my hamstring pull a little bit. And I thought, is this my hamstring or am I just tired? We took a rest day and the day after, I had no problems anymore. Today we'll cycle about 110 kilometers, I think. And that concludes day 10. On this day, we are gonna reach Slovenia. And in the first 25 kilometers, we're gonna climb all the way from 500 meters to 1200 meters. So we started early, started slowly, and just kept climbing. Yeah, that's hill too. We just cycled for an hour, and now the hairpins start. Whew, and it's hot. The views are crazy. After a long but steady climb, we made it to Slovenia. And the beautiful thing about reaching a mountain pass is that after the pass, the scenery is always completely different. And that was also the case here. This was just a beautiful way to cycle into Slovenia. Sweating like crazy. On day 12, we cycled into country number 5, Croatia. Today is day 12 and today is also the day we are already leaving Slovenia. And we are fighting the heat. We woke up earlier and it's still so warm. We started on a beautiful route and after 2 hours we reached Croatia. And it's hot. This is a tough climb. Yes. Thank you. After cycling for 2 hours today, we made it to our 5th country, Croatia. What a way to start Croatia. Climbing 8% in the sun. But from here on, everything would change. Day 13 was a really special day. On this day, we would reach the Mediterranean. So that meant we cycled all the way from Groningen, in the north of the Netherlands, to the Mediterranean in Croatia. We crossed Germany, Austria, Slovenia, and now Croatia, and we were really proud of this achievement. Ja hoor. We just cycled to above 900 meters. Now we're gonna descend all the way to the sea. de weg geweest. Juist! What? After cycling for 13 days, we can now see the Mediterranean Sea for the first time. We made it quite far already. Nice. But while reaching Croatia, we also encountered this problem. The weather was hot, but doable. The roads were steep, but doable. But the traffic was something else. It is busy here. Very busy. It was more crowded and the cars were less forgiving towards cyclists. In the 1700 kilometers before, we didn't have any problems at all. Ever since we reached Croatia, this massively changed. We didn't really feel safe anymore. We've reached the Mediterranean, which is nice, but the road is bad and it's so hot. It's like driving on a highway with full sun, so we are doing 24 more kilometers and then we are calling it a day. Yeah, we made it to the sea. Bike in the room, we are getting into the water because it's hot today. But then we reached day 14, and this is the day everything would change. Today we would cycle to Zadar, which was about 120 kilometers away from us. When we woke up, we noticed some really strong winds, apparently a common thing on the coast of Croatia. And not just from one side, it hit us from all sides. From the back, from the front, left, right, it went everywhere. We started cycling at 6 o'clock in the morning to beat the sun and the traffic. These winds, in combination with the traffic situation in Croatia, put us a bit at unease. Cycling here just wasn't that relaxed anymore. After 3 hours on beautiful but windy roads, we made it to the ferry, which we took to continue our journey to Zadar. Today is day 14. We left at 6 o'clock in the morning, so it would still be a bit colder, but there were big winds this morning. We still have 30 kilometers to go, but it's so warm. We did not make it to Greece. We failed to cycle across Europe. We changed our plans and tonight we're taking this ferry to Italy instead of cycling through Croatia all the way to Greece. Because since we reached Croatia, it's getting very hot, like extremely hot. There's a lot of climbing. The biggest reason for us is it's less safe. In the 2 days of cycling here, we already had a few almost accidents and it's just not comfortable, not relaxed, not nice anymore to cycle here. Of course it would have been nice to reach Greece and then cycle across Europe, but for us it's more important to get home and enjoy the days actually. We were far ahead of schedule and the legs felt great. But would these traffic conditions get better in Albania, further south in Croatia? We were strongly doubting it. So after a full day of contemplating, looking at all the options and thinking about what to do, we decided we wanted to enjoy the adventure again. And we changed our plan. Instead of just cycling to reach the goal, we wanted to enjoy the distance again. So from Zadar we took a ferry to Italy, and the cycling really changed immediately. And we were not done cycling yet. The legs still felt great, the bikes were great. We wanted to continue, but just not in Croatia anymore. We made it to Italy, and this is exactly why. The sign saying to keep distance of cyclists. Everybody does. It's so much safer here already. And in Italy we really started to enjoy the cycling again. Day 17. Today is the day we're gonna ride to Venice. Or at least try to. Might not look like it yet. After 2,000 kilometers, I'm actually cycling to Venice, Italy. Crazy! In the distance, you have the island. After a bit of searching, I found the Venice bike park. And I should be able to lock my bike away here. What a day, what a place. Definitely one of the highlights of this trip. I've got lost at least 5 times, but I think I made my way now. So after this I still have to cycle around 60 kilometers until I find a place to sleep. Kijk, het begint er wel op te lijken, Maarten.
Non parlate tedesco.
Però quello gli occhi.
Deutsch. Tu anche.
No, a lui.
Today is day 18 and we are closing in on Slovenia. We are also seeing the mountains for the first time again. I think this is one of the most beautiful spots we have been so far. Wow. That sign. That's why we went to Italy instead of Croatia. They care about the cyclist. Look at how pretty this is. That's it for today. We made it really into the mountains. Temperatures got up to 40 degrees today, so it was really hot. But we managed to stay cool with the river there, which was really nice. Definitely a highlight of the trip. Such a beautiful place. The views today are already incredibly nice. I mean, what a way to start the day. This has to be one of the most beautiful parts of the route so far. This route just gets prettier and prettier. Wow. Wonderful last big day. And just like that, on day 19, after 80 kilometers, I'm driving in Slovenia again. Today is going to be the last day of really cycling on our cycle trip. This is the bike right now. Right now I'm 30 kilometers away from Bled. And today is a good weather day, and tomorrow the weather will be bad. So today we're going to cycle to Bled, and from there we will take the bus tomorrow to the Netherlands. Look at this view. We didn't make it all the way to Greece, but we still did the equivalent of cycling to Greece. We cycled for 2300 kilometers, and from home to Corfu, Greece, is also 2300 kilometers. After 2300 kilometers, on day 20 of cycling, we made it to our final destination, Lake Bled. And this is a blue lake. Wow! Even though we changed plans, we are still very happy where we ended up. Lake Bled, Slovenia, what a beautiful place. After 2400 kilometers of cycling, which more than 16,000 meters of elevation gain and more than 107 hours on the bike, we made it. We are in the area of Bled, and tomorrow we will take the bus from here home. What a time, what a challenge, and so many nice memories. So, at the end of the trip, we didn't reach Greece, but what a journey it has been. Because we changed our plans, we made a lot of new highlights as well. Venice, reaching Slovenia again, the mountains of Italy, just beautiful days. I hope this video will inspire you to do something similar. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to support me, subscribing really helps my channel.